Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's Ace. Today we gonna be talking about the causal chakra. I took quite a few notes about the causal chakra, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, the causal chakra is kind of like a white, silver, or like a light gold kind of color, right? It's associated with divine feminine energy. It's also associated with deep amounts of wisdom and spiritual insight and intuition. The causal chakra also pours energy into your four bodies, that being the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the spiritual body. Okay, one thing I will say is this: if you haven't pushed through certain limiting beliefs or any limiting beliefs, it will shrink and make your causal chakra very, very difficult to act from or pull from. Okay, so make sure to clear out limiting beliefs or old beliefs or anything that has to do with your past, so that you can be deeply in tune with this chakra and receive the benefits from it. Now, one thing is this chakra receives energy from the stellar gates and I believe the soul star chakra. That's a whole nother video. But I would also like to say that I think that it receives energy from the Akashic records as well, because the whole, how I found this chakra was I was looking up how to tap into my Akashic records, and then I ended up going down a whole rabbit hole on this freaking chakra. Okay, so I would just like to say that it receives information and energies from the Akashic records too. I personally believe this is one direct way to access your Akashic records, because the thing about this chakra is it holds a lot of information about your past lives as well. This chakra is also known as the higher heart chakra, but it to me it feels like a higher crown chakra. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but it is associated with Archangel Christiel. He is in charge. He's basically in charge of the causal chakra. So make sure that when you are working with the causal chakra, you acknowledge and call upon him for assistance, and you work with him while working on your causal chakra. One other for sure way to connect with the causal chakra is moon gazing. You can also use that to connect with the causal chakra as far as visualization purposes during like meditation or something, or if it's just like something as a simple breathwork exercise, or if you just want to visualize alone, is visualize a halo above your head, but above your head like this, but located back here in somewhere in the back of your head, right? Visualize that halo expanding, or you can visualize like a white, silver, or like a light golden moon in the back of your head, just expanding, and visualize all of that energy pouring into you. Visualize that. The causal chakra is also linked to lunar energy. Lunar translates to Luna, which basically just means the moon. So yeah, that's pretty obvious. That should go without saying. I also want to say, if you feel heightened or sensitive during a full moon, that's also one way to know if your causal chakra is active. But it's always been kind of tricky to me, because there are a lot of other spiritual practices and rituals and things like that associated with the full moon that people are always doing, that automatically heightens them with the full moon or links them with the full moon. So it's kind of tricky. But this, I guess, it's like, if you feel called to work on this chakra, or work on this particular spiritual practice, then hey man, go for it. I guess it's all about what you feel called to, but Anyway, back to the point at hand. Another way to tell if your causal chakra is open and active is if you feel strongly connected to cosmic truths and esoteric knowledge. Another way is if you feel just like super aligned with your purpose and you just feel that confidence to just take it all on. You feel me? Improved clarity from thoughts that seem to come from a higher source, aka the universe or your intuition or your spirit team or whoever. If you're feeling a sense of calm or just detachment from material things altogether, or if you're just like completely unbothered by the fucking chaos that's going on outside of you. You feel me? You like, your soul knows that whatever is going on outside of you has nothing to do with you at all. And that is amazing. That's the type of detachment that I really aspire to, get to. Cause that shit has gotta be like one of the ultimate forms of freedom to me. So yeah. Now, I actually already just went over like the signs of a balanced causal chakra, because I mentioned all the like the good things that comes with it. A few signs of an imbalanced causal chakra is feeling disconnected from your soul's path, difficulty accessing higher intuitive knowledge, or difficulty implementing spiritual practices. What that means is you have difficulty believing in yourself or believing in your abilities to stay strong within your consistency of spiritual practices and strong within your own beliefs as well as your own higher callings. Okay, so those are just a few tips on an imbalanced causal chakra. Now, I want to get into mudras, but before I do that, I had mentioned calling upon archangels, specifically Archangel Christiel. Now, before you just dive into, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna call upon this, and I'm gonna know. Listen, here's what you need to understand first. Number one, set clear intentions, okay? What that means is be sure about why you're calling upon this being, okay? Be sure about your intentions and be sure about why it is that you're calling upon this being, okay? Be sure that you're aligned with love, light, and benevolence for not just yourself, but for all beings, so that you may attract good energies, okay? Number two, stay grounded and stay centered. It is very, very important that you stay grounded and centered before doing any type of spiritual work, whether that's calling upon beings from higher realms or rituals or anything like that, whatever. Any spiritual work, it is imperative, it is very important that you stay grounded. It's also important that visualization purposes, visualize a golden light or a white light if you want, surrounding you and purifying you. For prayer purposes, you could pray for protection. You could pray to be looked out for, or like just anything along those lines. Number three, this is going to be one of the most important ones on this list. Ask with humility, okay? These beings, these archangels, these beings are to be treated with the most utmost respect, bro. They are higher beings. They are love, light, and everything good, protection, everything good, okay? Treat them with the utmost respect. Always express your gratitude for getting to connect with and call upon them, even if you don't feel any kind of sensation or effects right away. Always thank them. Number four, discernment. Be sure that you are aware of the energy shifts and the sensations that you feel. Be sure that you're aware of that. Okay, just take little mini notes of it in your head. But that doesn't mean you have to be afraid, okay? That doesn't mean that it's anything to be scared of. Just be aware of it, okay? Just be conscious of it. If you're feeling any kind of uncomfortability or any negativity, end the session by requesting for protection, and then that's that. End the session. Close the connection. Number five, clarity and focus. make sure you don't give into fear-based thinking, okay? Fear massively lowers your vibration. So make sure make sure you're centered, make sure you're calm, and make sure your heart is open. Make sure your mind is clear, make sure your heart is open. Because if you're doing this based on fear, you may attract energies that you don't want. You feel me? So make sure that you're calm and that you're staying centered. Limit all distractions. Make sure that you're in a quiet place where you cannot be interrupted. Number 6, make sure, and this doesn't just go for archangels, okay? This goes for any higher being that you're calling on from the spiritual realm, okay? Make sure you know what you're calling on them for. Make sure you know their role as well. Make sure you know their specialties. Make sure you know what they specialize in. Archangel that we're talking about is Archangel Christiel, who is known for bringing divine Christ consciousness, peace, love, and deep soul connection, okay? So yeah, make sure you know what you're calling upon any of your gods for. Make sure you know their role as well. Last but not least, number 7, practice regularly, okay? Practice consistency. You feeling confident enough? Practice calling upon your guides regularly, okay? Not only does this build your confidence, but it strengthens connections between you and your guide and how your guide may communicate. For Archangel Christiel, or for other archangels maybe, it strengthens your connection between you and them, and it also helps you discern how angels talk or how they communicate with you directly, okay? So yeah, those are just little tips and things on the archangels as well as your other guides. Please, I cannot stress this enough. Please make sure you do your research, okay? Don't be out here watching videos and watching people, me included, telling me, oh, call on this being, call on that being, without doing your own research. It is important that you know the do's, the don'ts, and it is important that you know the things to look out for, and it is important to know how you approach that being. Please make sure you're doing your research. Now, mudras. The first mudra I will be showing y'all is the lotus, also known as Padma. Bring the base of your hands together like this. Bring your pinkies together and your thumbs together. Only these 3 things together, right? Make sure it looks like this. Bring it to your heart center, and then you just breathe. Like that. Now, as far as visualization, visualize like a white or golden light above your crown as you're meditating and as you're breathing. Now, the next mudra we'll be focusing on is called Jnana, or wisdom. This mudra is commonly associated with the root chakra, but it could also be used to direct chakra into your causal chakra if you're visualizing and if you're focusing on that chakra specifically. Oh, yo, my fault. Yo, I got too into that. Yo, so what you want to do is bring your thumb and your index finger. Make sure those two are touching like this. Rest it on your knee. Same thing with your other hand. Rest it on your other knee. And then just breathe. Like that. The last mudra we'll be talking about is Kesvada, or transform. Touch the tips of your middle fingers together like this, right? And then curl all of your other fingers in so that your knuckles are touching. Now bring your 2 thumbs like this, and you want to be making like a heart shape with your hands like this. Make sure it looks like this to your visual. And then you just breathe. Now, it's said that this mudra specifically helps with past life knowledge. It also helps connect you more to your divine purpose. That's gonna be it for this video, man. I truly hope that y'all enjoy this fucking journey with me, man. Like, I love making videos like these and doing research on mysticisms and shit. As I said before, I can't wait to keep sharing more of this shit with y'all. I really hope that y'all are enjoying this, and I hope that this helps y'all and y'all purpose and just in life in general. I was gonna do like 5-6 mudras, but I'm gonna keep it real. I only felt like doing like 3. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy, man. It's Ace and I'm out. Love y'all.